Hello everyone, it is Jazz here, and today I am doing the spring cleaning book tag. This tag was created by Book Syrup. It was tagged by my good booktubey friend AJ over at A Stitch in Time. I will leave the links to both of their videos in the description. The title of this one is pretty self-explanatory, so let's just jump in. Question 1. The struggle of getting started. A book or book series that you struggle to begin because of its size. I'm usually a standalone novel type of person, so I could literally just have a blanket answer for this. Any book that was in a series of books, I've been kind of leery of starting just because they are a commitment, especially if they're longer than a trilogy. I get really like, oh my gosh, there's so many books. One book series that it did take me a while to start was the Cassandra Clare Shadowhunters related books. There are 3 series of these Shadowhunters books, and that's a lot of books. It did take me a really long time and a little bit of encouragement to jump in to reading those books. I still haven't finished it, but I'm really glad that I'm reading it because I really do enjoy them. 2. Cleaning the closet, a book or book series that you want to unhaul. The one book that I want to unhaul that I actually still have in my possession and have not yet donated anywhere is The Mermaid Chair by Sue Monk Kidd. So there were some things that I really enjoyed about this novel, but the sheer dislike that I had for the main character in this book sort of overrided all the things in it that I liked. So I did still give this book 3 stars, but it is definitely not a book that I will reread, and it's just gonna hog up shelf space. 3. Opening the windows and getting fresh air. What was a book that you found refreshing? For some reason today, when I read this question, I thought of Harold and Maude by Colin Higgins, and I don't know why I thought of it as refreshing. Kind of makes me think of springtime for some reason, Harold and Maude, and thus I thought of it as refreshing. It is a very super quirky romance, I guess, and it does have a lot to do with, you know, living your life to the fullest, and maybe that just made me think, yeah, that's refreshing. Number 4, washing the stains out of your sheets. What is a book where you want to rewrite a scene? Now, I have talked a bit about how I just want to rewrite the whole end of Thomas Harris's Hannibal because the rest of the book is good. I just don't like the end at all. But you know what? I've said this in a lot of tags, so I'm going to pick something a little bit different and decided to go with First Love, also known as, I think, The Sleeping Beauty, because I believe they renamed this book, by Adrienne Sharp. Loved her short story book, White Swan, Black Swan, but this one I did not love, despite its title, because I had the original titled book. I like to call it the most depressing ballet book that I've ever read, and part of that was because the main couple in this kept breaking up, and they were never together to even break up as much as they broke up. I felt like the couple needed to get together for more than like one day to justify breaking up as many times as they did. So I think I would rewrite a few scenes in that book and just have them be together for just a little longer than they seem to be in the novel. Maybe they were together and I just missed it. Just a little longer, really solidifying their relationship, and then they could break up. But also I would probably just rewrite some scenes where they broke up just a little bit less. It was a little excessive. 5. Throwing out unnecessary knickknacks. What is a book in a series that you just didn't feel was necessary? Now I have to say that I usually feel like every book in a series is necessary, even if I don't enjoy it. I have not yet run into this book that I just thought was totally unnecessary. However, there is one situation where I kind of wonder if these books are necessary, and the books are those books that are supposed to be sequels to series or novels, but they are not written by the same author. Like the author originally has died or something and their estate has hired some writer to write a sequel. I don't know that those books are necessarily necessary. The only examples that I have in my hands that I have read or sort of read are like books like Scarlet and also Rhett Butler's People, which I DNF'd. I just couldn't finish. But I did finish this, and I might have been a little harsh on it in the ratings. I do think it was more of a 3-star than the 2-star that I gave it, but it did have a lot of problems, and this to me has quite a bit of problems. And I'm like, did we really desperately need a sequel to Gone with the Wind that bad? Part of me is kind of glad that a book that I really enjoy has continuation, and that's kind of interesting and fun. But there was also part of me that goes, I paid for a book that wasn't that great when I could have read some fan fiction for Gone with the Wind that was maybe a little bit better. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. 6 Polishing Doorknobs, a book that had a clean finish. And because I love recommending Jeff Wheeler's The Legends of Mirrorwood series to everyone, I'm going to go with the 3rd book in the trilogy, The Scourge of Mirrorwood. I thought it had a really good end, and it was really complex, so I actually probably need to reread them again to like remember it all, but it was super awesome, and it was like the perfect end, and it made me super happy. Number 7, Reaching the Dust Fan, a book that tried too hard to relay a certain message. I could not for the life of me think of a book for this. I can actually think of some TV shows, but I couldn't think of a book for this right off the top of my head at this moment. So I guess I don't really have an answer for this. 8, The Tiring Yet Satisfying Finish of Spring Cleaning, a book series that was tiring yet satisfying to get through. I couldn't think of a book series right now because I'm probably in the middle of said book series, and that's why I couldn't think of one that I had completed and felt satisfied with. So I had to go with the standalone option, and the only thing I could think of was American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I do love this book, but I feel like every time I reread it that it takes me so long to finish, and it is so very complex that you really have to have your focus on it sometimes. So I do say that it is kind of tiring and yet satisfying. Last question, looking forward to spring, is just to tag people. Now, the original tag says to tag 4 people, but I couldn't think of 4 people that hadn't already done this already, so I'm going to tag a new booktuber, Georgina Reads, as someone that I know probably hasn't done this tag yet, and I'm going to tag whoever else is a new booktuber or a booktuber that has not done this tag yet. That was the spring cleaning book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and hearing my answers, and I will see you all on Sunday. Thank you for watching. Bye!